What's up, guys? It's Paladin Null, and we're about to play my childhood again. I know we just played this, like, I don't know, a month ago, but, it's the Switch remaster, and it came out today. So, of course, we're playing it. I have no idea what's going on, so this is all, like, well, I know what's going on, but I've never seen any of these animations. It's just like the original, but in anime form now. There she goes. There I am. I shouldn't be this excited, but I am. I'm very excited. There's Tall Mountain, Tall Heights. It's here! Let's do it! Normal mode. Oh, what's in hero mode? Take twice as much damage with no heart drops. No thank you. We're playing in normal, and we will be playing as Link. I might play hero mode once I feel like I'm actually good at the game. I don't feel like I'm good at the game right now. What a relief! I thought you'd never wake up. You were tossing and turning. What? Zelda? No, my name's Baron. You must still be a little woozy. You're on Koholint Island. Oh, it still has like it's not smooth movement. It's still on a grid. This is like where I would do amiibos. It says Piranha Plant. Oh, it's got like little like icons that you can save or something.
Nah.
Well, Link, you finally snapped out of it. Name's Taryn. Hope you're feeling better. What? How'd I know your name? Think it's weird, eh? Well, I saw it on the back of the shields. Oh, it's like the actual Hylian shield now. And also that I can just do that whenever by holding R, as opposed to having it equipped as an item. That's good. The game is a little loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. There we go. That should be fine. Especially considering like it's all character voices anyway. I'll just lower the volume entirely, or not entirely, but like down a bit so that it's not as blaring in our ears. Look, it's the village. I've got a chicken. First off, you know what's like really like getting me right now is the screen scrolling. The fact that everything isn't on one gigantic like, you know, a grid, but I can actually move the screen freely. Also, as a child, I kind of always assumed this guy was a girl because I couldn't tell. Now it's definitely easy. I don't have any rupees. Right. I need to actually go get my sword so I can go get some rupees. The vignetting on the screen is so good. It makes everything like tilt shifted, and I love it. Also, there's no crazy jumping down animation unless it's a really tall cliff. Ow. There it is! The sword! Ooh, I like the plucked remix. Oh, dude, so you're the lad who owns the sword. Now I understand why the monsters are starting to act so violently. Courageous lad has come to wake the windfish. He said that you cannot leave the island unless you wake the windfish. You should go north to the mysterious forest. It will wait for you there, Hoot. Are you ready? Because this is where we go from okay music to like lit music. You found the sword. What's yours? Because it has your name engraved on it. Swing it with B to attack enemies in your path. Had to go on a murdering spree. First off, let me get that heart back. So far, no items have required to be hotkeyed. You always swing your sword with B, you always shield with R. They are doing exactly what I wanted them to do, which is that they are actually utilizing the fact that the Switch has more buttons, so I don't have to retool basic functions like sword and shield. Because I stopped using my sword at a certain point during the main game. Oh, how do they handle this? Oh, I love that effect. Oh, you know what? You can still hear the actual music in the background. I'll be really quiet. You can listen. So it doesn't fully replace the music, but like it definitely does still have the effect sound. But now that I've left the area and I've entered back into the village zone, the music goes away. Or maybe it's just on the timer now. I don't know. Oh, okay, this is awesome. And then there's a heart piece down here. Got our first piece of heart. You best believe I'm gonna try and 100% this one. No, no chain chomp, bad chain chomp. Can you still hit the dogs? Yep, and they still hit you back. Oh, that means when I get the magic rod, I'll probably be able to kill them. Oh, look at the moblin! Look at the moblin. He looks so good. I need more money. I guess I could get money faster if I go into the thing. There's the shell. I'm so excited. It's interesting seeing a game that was always designed to be played on individual screens translated over into a free scrolling. I wonder how they're going to handle the dungeons. Because surely the dungeons are still done screen by screen, because there's a lot of like locked doors and stuff you wouldn't be able to see behind. Is this the first top-down Zelda that has not had scrolling screens? I'm trying to remember if A Link Between Worlds did or not. I want to say that the screens were big, but there was some scrolling. Wait. What is the range that I have to be away before something starts refreshing? Because I walked a distance away, and that refreshed. Also, we're going to have to do it eventually. We might as well do it now. There it is. It's actually a lot easier to dodge them considering I have so much more room to move around in. That's a really good remix too. I'm actually really just excited to hear a lot of the music remixes. We've got enough rupees to go ahead and do the fishing game up here. Good, I can fast skip text by hitting B. So the super big fish also does not just hang out at the very back of the cave now. He's actually out in the wild. Is this fishing game going to be harder than I expected it to be? He didn't actually take it. I'm gonna waste my first 10 rupees because I don't know how to play the fishing minigame. They changed the fishing minigame, at least a little bit. Come on. Oh, I have to like... Yeah. At least so I lost the big fish. So the line can snap. You can't just like spam A. Well, let's try to get the big green fish down here then, at least. Oh, there's a bottle down there. Well, I just saw there's a bottle in the bottom left corner. Can I hook that bottle? Okay, so no, our next mission in that area is definitely to try and get the bottle, but I am out of rupees. We'll come back here after maybe I've completed a dungeon and have a bunch of extra rupees left over. Did they add bottles to... Link's Awakening? Yep, we got another owl, that's right. Hoot, brave lad, on a quest to the Wake the Dreamer. Welcome to the mysterious forest. Much of mystery you will find on this uncharted Koholint Island. I'm afraid you may find it a bit trifle difficult to leave the island while the windfish naps. By the by, have you ever visited Tail Cave, which is south of the village? Go there with the key you find in this forest. Windfish is watching. Whoop. You know what we haven't looked at yet? That we probably need to. The map. Oh, that's a cool way to reveal the map. Especially considering areas are not screen by screen anymore. Oh, I forgot that attack is B. Also, it makes so much more sense that they're throwing spears than using bows, because I never saw them holding a bow, and yet arrows would just fly out of them anyway. Choo-choo! It was adorable. Alright, there's Tal, or the raccoon guy. Well, let's see what he says / does if I try to walk past him in this one. As a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. Let's see here. Yeah, you're gonna get lost thanks to me. And so now, like, let's say, do they do the hearts surrounding me thing? No, because they have sparkles. Yeah, that's a mechanic I saw in the trailer, which was, like, you can block and have those shots get blocked. The keys are so much easier to... Well, okay, that's not good. There's a lot more visual indication that bad things are going to happen for stepping on those tiles. First chest. With 50 rupees, otherwise known as 50 tries at getting that bottle. I just made it. And yeah, so they are doing the screen transitions, just, you know, their own kind of individual brand of screen transitions, because when you're in the overworld, there's no reason to. Mushroom. I have the forest penis. Toadstool. But I can't go any further this way because I need the Rock's Feather to jump that. Which is the first item I get whenever we go into the Tail Cave. I screwed myself instantly. There we go. Okay, I keep hitting A to swing the sword, which I know is not correct, but my brain keeps doing. Piece of power. Yep, I'm faster too. Let's hear that blast sound effect. Oh, I didn't get it from that. Oh, they don't have a little sound effect for hitting people with the piece of power active. Oh, but it carries through areas. That's nice. Normally those would split into more, but because of the piece of power, they die instantly. Okay, so the piece of power is now on a timer as opposed to being hit a certain number of times. I don't need the acorn right now. I was trying to avoid you. There's a toadstool. Well, try a bit in my hut. So I can assign items to X or Y. Use on enemies and see what happens. If you run out of the forest, pick a toadstool, come back. The best part about this game so far is just not having to switch off of my sword or shield at any time. Always having those and being able to equip 2 separate items past that is just so invaluable. It's interesting. They don't move on a grid, but I do. Let's see, she's beast. Oh, do I have him trapped in here? Oh, we didn't get the full effect of him running around in a bunch of circles.
Yeah.
Hey, Taryn. Last thing I can remember is biting into a big juicy toadstool. Then I had the darkest dream. I was a raccoon. Yeah, sounds strange, but it sure was fun. Later, Taryn. Fun fact, did you know Taryn and Marin were the influences to add Talon and Malin to the, what's it called game? There's the tail key. To, Ocarina of Time. Without Terran and Marin in this game, they would not have added Talon and Malin at the Long Long Ranch. Take the key to the Tail Cave. Windfish is waiting. But before I do that... Oh, okay, that stuff is on the other side, so I do have to go. Yeah, there's literally nothing I can do here until I get the Rock's Feather. I was gonna go to that village, to that house right there. Can I cut the sign down? No. I was gonna go to that village sign, or that sign, that house, because I think I can get my picture taken there. And I'll definitely want to do all of the opportunities to get my picture taken. I wonder how many rupees I can hold base in this game. Because you need to be able to hold at least 900 to get the bow, like, legit. So we'll see if I can... I have to hold at least that many, but I don't know if they've added more. While we're here, let's go ahead and do... 5. Let's go ahead and get Yoshi. So A is move right, and X is move forward. And we'll want that heart piece as well. It's interesting that the heart piece, the heart piece and the rupee would be, the heart piece and the Yoshi. Oh, right. I can only move it at one at a time. So I probably didn't get that. Yeah. That's okay. I'll get it anyway. I need that heart piece though. They made this minigame a lot easier. It wasn't hard in the first game by any means, but they made it a lot easier. Because everything other than the Yoshi used to be on a moving platform, and you'd have to, like, gauge when it was going to be underneath the claw. And yeah, the shield and the powder at the top are, but, you know, I've already got a shield and powder. I don't need to do this minigame to get either of those items. But now I can just do this. And bam, like I got all of my money back for doing the entire game. Oh, but the rupee falls out. Okay. That makes things a lot different. I didn't have the problem of the things falling out the first time. I don't really want to play anymore. I got the Yoshi doll. And a piece of heart. That brings my piece of heart total to 2 out of 4 to get the next heart container. You want the Yoshi doll? I've been trying to do that forever. Our mom is really desperate to have one. Okay, so they guide you much more aggressively onto the trading quest. I actually think I need to be up here to do that, don't I? Wait, can I hear you sing? Hi, Terran went into the forest to look for toadstools, but I'd rather sing. Listen to this, it's called the Battle of the Windfish. If I'm not standing right next to her, it goes away. Hey, Starlo, welcome out to the stream. The fact that you can pick up blue rupees now is very nice as well. You used to only be able to pick up, nice to see me streaming. Yeah, it's been a minute. Like we streamed yesterday, or what was it yesterday? We streamed, Wednesday, which was nice, but like, I spent like a week without streaming because I was getting repairs done on my car. I was not in like a very happy mood, so I wasn't really streaming a bunch. And I was working overtime a lot, and I just didn't have the energy. But now that I've got that, I'm still working some overtime, which is why we didn't stream yesterday, but that overtime is helping me pay for this, which is me playing my childhood again in less than a month from the last time I did it, but now it's in HD and it looks beautiful. Oh, that's 3 hearts. Oh, you sell a heart container now? It's 200 rupees. I could steal it, but I'm not gonna. The only thing that I actually steal in this game is the bow. Oh, that is a lot of... Do they have every child in the city? I did a complete clean on my car. My hands hurt after I did it, though. Yeah, I need to do it. I need to do that with my car. And I got the bow, or the ribbon. I can take the ribbon to Little Bow Wow, which is like the tiny Chain Chomp down here. I'm excited to get the Pegasus boots so that I don't have to walk like a slow person anymore. And I can just run everywhere. Yes, this is Link's Awakening. Makeup, jewels, dresses, I want it all. Chow Chow, that's her name. Oh, that ribbon, I need it. Will you trade me for my dog food? Sure. Here's your dog food. And then, I think I can find who wants the dog food? I think the guy who wants the dog food is down here. I need to go this way anyway to go to the Tall Cave, or the Tail Cave. See, like, this was the very first video game I ever played, and they just remastered it, and it came out today. And as soon as I realized, I was like, oh hell, that game came out today, didn't it? I was just like, well, I know what I'm doing today for as long as I can. At a certain point, I do need to leave because I need to get new litter for my ferrets, and I need to clean out their cage. But while their cage is cleaning and they are free to roam, I will be playing more Link's Awakening during then as well. So expect a very long amount of Link's Awakening streams. Can't do anything about the monkey yet, but I think if I go in here, this guy has dog food? Or wants dog food? Yep. Yes. And for some reason, he says he wants dog food, but now that he has dog food, he wants to give me bananas. And there's bananas. And then the actual Tail Cave is, oh wait, no, the Tail Cave is up here. It's actually right there. You can kind of see like the base of where, oh no, that's the signpost maze, isn't it? I can't do the signpost maze yet. I don't think I can, at least. Piece of power. They changed the pieces of power and the pieces of, and the acorn, and the Guardian Acorns a little bit. They're time-based now, so you don't have the effect infinitely, but the color dungeon does still exist. I grew up on Legend of Zelda 2. It's just, they're good games. There's just no, like, there's no question about it. It's not like a, oh, is this like this, that, the other thing. One thing that I have not gotten over is being able to see just how close these things are to each other, because, like, my brain does not associate this area right here being, like, 3 screens from the village, but it is. You just don't ever notice it whenever you're playing it through the first time, because on the old games, you didn't see where the village was. You just saw that there was a screen there, and you're like, okay. And presumably there's a forest between the village and here. But no, it's just one screen. Alright, let's hear some dungeon music. I can dig. Key. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. If the screen stops moving every time that a key falls, that might get annoying, because that is a mechanic they use a whole lot in this game. And compass. It's gonna be interesting seeing all of the different enemies as, like, the first time I saw the moblins, I was like, oh yeah, I guess that is what they would look like. Or like the choo-choo jellies, like, it makes sense, but simultaneously, like, I'm like, wait, is that actually what the choo-choo jellies looks like? Yeah, that's never not gonna be annoying. But hey, got 2 small door keys. Let's say, does it keep track of them as, okay, it does. That's actually really cool. It keeps track of them as individual keys on my mini-map, as opposed to having like a number. There's a lot of empty screen space, considering this was originally a Game Boy game, so like, you really don't need to waste that screen space. Moldorm. Moldorm. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight Big Moldorm again, aren't I? So when did you want, so then I did what you did with the shield. Oh my goodness. Where you kind of just slowly bump them off. There's the electric guys. It's interesting to see, like, apparently these blocks are representative of wood in this one now, but I always saw them as being stone blocks whenever I played. They're literally like, they're Zelda, or they're Mario Spinies. That's not what they were the first time this game came out. They were not Mario-style Spinies. And then the 2D sections with the Goombas. Also, it actually represents you taking quarter heart damage now, because in the first game you could only take half heart damage, but now you can actually show off taking quarter heart damage. Oh, and how do I grab that? It's the Rock's Feather! The first Zelda game that let you jump on command. Oh, and if you do a jumping slash, it's a vertical slash. That's great. And also, you can have 2 items bound at once instead of 1, and you can still always use your sword and shield. Though technically, you always have 4 items bound. Just 2 of them have to be your sword and your shield. I guess I didn't have to go all the way around like that, did I? This is also new, is, big rooms like this that aren't like door to door are one giant room, which is new. It is gonna make traversing these maps a lot easier if all I have to do is, like, if big rooms like this are single rooms. Oh yeah, the Stalfos. Remember you could do a downward strike with the feather. I didn't remember it being downward strike. I just remember being able to slash at the top of my jump. Oh, he's not gonna talk to me? It's harder to stun lock him in this one. Well, in the Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, yeah, you could have 4 Swords. And I think, did Minish Cap have a thing? I don't think that Minish Cap had a Rock's Feather. Here's the final boss door. That's not disturbing at all. So this is where the Moldorm knocks you down if you get knocked down by Moldorm, which is why this room exists. But we don't have the big boss key yet, so we can't, or the nightmare key, I should say, because the bosses in this game are called nightmares. So we gotta go back up and around because there's still more for us to explore. Can I go up? Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to knock them on all on the same thing. That provides a chest. Contains the stone beak. Except I don't need the stone beak, because I already know how to do all these puzzles. Piece of power. I say, I like the 4 Swords one because it enabled multiplayer. Yeah, 4 Swords was cool. 4 Swords Adventure was really nice. Original 4 Swords was kind of eh. Not because of any particular reason, just like, there wasn't, like, it was not really a Zelda game at that point. It was something else entirely, but it was still a good game. You know, with this place's dungeon being one giant map, like, it's actually, wait. Hey, look, it even has the actual map screen, so you can see where there are chests that you didn't get. Like, I didn't explore to the right or to the left yet. So I should probably do some a little extra exploration. Maybe I can find some. But it actually generates a map for you as you play, rather than you having to find rather than you having to find an actual map. You can actually, it just generates a map for you, which is nice. Yeah, I think this is going to be, I don't know how you will take this, but you look like Jeremy from the Quartering. Hold on. Time to look up who Jeremy from the Quartering is. I used to have a longer beard like his, so that's not, like, yeah, we're very similar in face shape, and my beard used to be a lot longer. You can, like, look up some older videos, and I definitely have that beard, so. But yeah. He's fairly controversial. Oh, I didn't know he was controversial. I have no clue who he was. What is he controversial about? Did I miss the treasure chest? No, I got the treasure chest. It just had it had the map in it. Oh, so if I had gone and bought bombs, I could have bombed open that that passageway over there. But I don't own any bombs right now, so I can't. There's a treasure chest right here, apparently. Maybe. I'm not gonna get it. He's super political and heavily right-leaning when it comes to politics. Attacks a lot of left-leaning YouTubers. Ah, he's one of those guys. Well, and then it sucks that I look like him, but still. I agree. I have a very similar face shape to him, but I do not agree with those kinds of political views. I am what? Yeah, okay, it spawns you right back where you were standing last. Okay, I just killed myself. I'm so used to it spawning you back at the beginning of the door. Well, yeah, retry. Luckily, I could just use the warp. I do watch him. It's good to keep up with what everyone thinks. Yeah, I mean, always watch the view. Always watch conflicting views so that you can make up your own opinions instead of becoming, instead of entering into an echo chamber. It's the Borglar. Buzz outsider. It's the Moldorm Borglar. This is a very similar model to the Moldorm from A Link Between Worlds. Oh, you can't hit him again while he's enraged in this one. I really like the boss remix. Wow, Moldorm is a lot easier in this one than he was in the original. Well, in the original, they didn't give you any amount of wall space. You literally were in the middle of a room. Like, there wasn't a way to not fall. So they definitely made this fight a lot easier. And the first instrument. You got the full moon cello. Link Between Worlds was a good one, despite it being made when it was. Did you get a physical copy of this or digital? I'm debating on getting it right now or waiting tonight to get the physical copy. I'd really like to have something physical, but it's hard for me to leave the house. That's a kid. I got it digitally, mainly because I woke up this morning and I went, oh shit, the game's out. and I just bought it digitally. It took like an hour and a half to download, and I've got decent internet, but that's also, the Switch does not have the best Wi-Fi, and I don't have an Ethernet adapter for my Switch. I normally try to buy physical on Switch, especially for big games like this, but I didn't really want to wait, so I got it like first thing. Hoot, that is an instrument of the sirens. I have to admit, at first I did not believe you were real. That instrument, along with the 7 others in the set, have the power to wake the windfish. You must collect them all. I was instructed to give you directions. Your next goal is north, to Goponga Swamp. Hoot, indeed. I just forgot all of my buttons at once. I just wanted to walk up and slash that guy. And I walked up, like, jumped over him, got hit, threw some powder, and then died. Yeah, not sure I want to wait either. I have patience issues, and I have been waiting for this game for several months the same. Oh, you can't jump the cliff. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, something's wrong. Kiddo. Hey buddy, it's serious. Yeah, real serious. Junior. I just realized their names are Kiddo and Junior. Yeah, it is. The Moblins came to the village. Yeah, that's right, a whole gang of Moblins. Then, it's for real, they went to the house. Yeah, that house. And then they did something to Bow Wow's house. It was a really bad scene with the Moblins. You played Skyward Sword? Yes, I have played Skyward Sword. I very much like the plot of Skyward Sword. I very much do not like the controls of Skyward Sword. If they had re-released that game with like actual physical controls, I probably would have liked it a lot more. Mr. Bow Wow has been dog-napped by Moblins. Alright. Oh, I think I know where I can go to double check on this. Opening the port for all old Zeldas. I've never played Wind Waker. Wind Waker HD for the Wii U was really good. The only problem I have with Wind Waker is that they had originally planned for there to be like 2 or 3 more dungeons in the game, but they ran out of time. And so they never, and so they turned the last bit of the game into basically you treasure hunting for a bunch of items. Which is not a fun way to play that game. Not to say that it's not, like, you know, not to say that it's necessarily bad in that right, but it's definitely not, like, a fun experience after playing so many solid dungeons back to back to back to back. For the end of the game to essentially just be, go here, find a treasure chest, or find a map for a treasure and then pick it up. Let's check out what I can up here while I can. Ooh, more rupees. 20 rupees, joy. Yeah, I don't have the ability to open that yet, though. And confession, I've never played Majora's Mask either. Majora's Mask is one of those games that I didn't play for years. Like, it was like, I played Ocarina of Time, I knew Majora's Mask existed, and I played the demo all the time at Walmart. Can I have both pieces at once, or does this replace my other piece? It replaces it visually, I don't know if it replaces it, mechanically. Still, I'd rather have the piece of power than the acorn anyway. You can actually tell when they're going to jump in this one, which is nice. I liked Majora's Mask. Whenever I finally played it. I think I like Majora's Mask more than I like Ocarina of Time. Which is like it's like a 50-50 opinion. Some people feel that way, some people don't. Okay, I can't do anything in here without Bow Wow. Or the glove. Oh, don't get me wrong, I loved Ocarina of Time as well. Like, it was a great game. Still is a great game. But, I grew up, or, like, after having been, you know, alive for a while, which is a weird way to say that, but, after having grown up with the game, hold on, I need to change this. There we go. Say that was bothering me that, slash and jump weren't, like, right next to each other. They were, like, across from each other. My all-time favorite was A Link to the Past. Oh no, it's not just nostalgia. As somebody who did not grow up with A Link to the Past, but then went back to it and played it later, it's still my favorite Zelda, hands down. That's not just like a nostalgia old fogey thing. Like, it has some of the best dungeon design, some of the best general design. Just everything about it is good. And a lot of people will say, like, for me, A Link to the Past gets the Final Fantasy VI treatment, which is to say, Final Fantasy VI did everything that Final Fantasy VII did first and better, but, who's this suspicious looking runt? Okay, boys, let's get rid of him. I'm getting my buttons mixed up again. Luckily, it didn't really cost me that much. But, like, Final Fantasy VI did everything Final Fantasy VII did first, but because Final Fantasy VII was the first 3D Final Fantasy game, it gets a lot more credit. I picked Breath of the Wild as my favorite, but I hated how they presented the story, even though I do like the story and where they are going with it. Yeah, it's a good story. You must be an assassin sent by Madame Meow Meow to rescue the mutt. Came here to get me, but it was I who will get you. They made the bosses a lot easier to read in this game. There we go. Like the fairy? Let's get on our way. Oh well, I'm here to save you. You've saved Bow Wow. What a fearsome beast. Let's go, Bow Wow. Let's go eat some flowers so that I can get into the next dungeon. Breath of the Wild definitely has some of the best gameplay in any Zelda game, and they did open world better than any open world game that I know. This is a fearsome looking animal you have there. Do not forget, the next instrument is in the Gaponga Swamp. This way. Do I have to go all the way around because I don't have the, I think I have to go all the way around because I don't have, like, a key. Or I don't have the bracelet. Fucking hell. I forgot he could do that. He actually makes the Bow Wow noise, though, in this one. Where in the Game Boy one, he does not make that noise. I like... Woof, dig, rough? Wait. You want me to dig? You can tell me when to dig with a shovel? Hold on. Alright, hold on, no. This is important information. If you can tell me when to dig with a shovel, then we're never getting rid of the Chomp Chomp. Chain Chomp. This is valuable information. I need to go get the shovel. I think I've got enough rupees for it at this point. How many rupees do I have? I have 150. Oh, I think I have to have like 300 rupees to get the shield, or to get the shovel. So I don't have enough for him. That's fine. I don't need to make my way all the way back to the village. We just need to go and get to the dungeon. All right. Let's go eat some flowers. Would you be so kind as to... There we go. There we go. Into the dungeon we go. Bottle Grotto. Alright, so yeah, I need to get the gauntlet before I can do that. That's the Stalfos that actually wants to jump down and hit you. Yeah, that's still annoying. I don't like that. Let's discover what we can first before using any keys. Like a crystal now instead of like an orb. Got another key. So now I have one key for each of the key rooms that I've seen so far. there's another small key, so now I'm up to 3. But I currently have no way to get that key. Piece of power. Alright, let's start using keys. Jeez, we're not that difficult in the original game. Something about this game, just like, they did such a good job capturing the feel of Link's Awakening in a way that other games just haven't. Hello, big boss. You throw bombs. But I just have to keep hitting you, I think. Let's see. I just have to like beat the crap out of you, right? Like there's no like secret to this boss fight. I just need to beat the crap out of you. Which gets a lot easier once I have some more long-range abilities. Got the map. It's interesting to see that they decided to make items like that just floating emblems instead of the item with wings. And then this is the power gauntlet, or the power bracelet? Yeah, power bracelet. Here's the question, is that an equipable item? Or yes, they just made it an actual item. Awesome. So I don't have to equip the power bracelet. I can just lift pots now. Other modern improvements that should have been made to this game a long time ago. Now that there's, now that we actually have a controller that can, take that many inputs, we don't need to make the action button, like we can have a dedicated action button, and we don't need to tie like 5 different things to it. Now this is a dilemma, isn't it? Oh wait, no it's not. I'm just being dumb. Jump. Key. This was the... This was like the 3rd or 4th Zelda game, wasn't it? It was also the first handheld Zelda game, which kind of just became a franchise of its own because it continued to do the 2D Zelda thing after Zelda went into 3D. I wonder how they're going to represent the face. You see this thing? He's like, I don't want to drop. So you grab this guy. You go up the ladder with it because you can. And now we weigh more than he can actually handle. Hehehe. Except I don't have the nightmare key yet, so I can't do this. Good old Link and his blowing up of everything. I am still getting used to the controls. For some reason, my brain is just not fully clicking. Swinging with, like... If I'm thinking about it, I do know to swing with B, but for some reason my brain still tries to hit A, which makes no sense because like I played with B being the sword button like throughout my entire life on top-down Zeldas, but for some reason my brain is still saying no, go ahead and hit that A button every time. Where can I go now? I can go into that middle area now. I've got the gloves. Okay, so this room has a very specific order that the enemies have to be killed. I remember that much. The Keese was not the first one that I needed to kill, but if I didn't kill him, I was going to die. The Pole's voice is the first one that has to die. Then I believe the Stalfos, then the Keese. Nope, that was not it. Okay, so it's Pole's voice, Keese, Stalfos. Also, I haven't made it clear, but Pole's voices can only be killed by hitting them with a pot. There we go. I think that is the nightmare key. Yep, that is the nightmare key. Grab those hearts, and then we head on to the boss room. Piece of power. Ah, there goes that heart forever. Could have used that. I could technically carry monsters way past the rooms they were supposed to be in. Yeah, like he's trying to get back to his room. Where am I going? I want to head back to the... Yeah, I was trying to head back to the boss room. Now that I have the nightmare key, I can leave. Jump, jump, open. Here we go. It's the genie in the pot. Except he's a clown. Oh, ho, ho, I'm a bad guy this time. Genie. Can't move, but I'm still alright. Your little sword won't break this bottle. Even the walls here look tougher than that dinky thing. The walls here do look tougher than my dinky thing, which is why I'm gonna break you against the pot. Can't hurt me as long as I've got my bottle. Three hits like this, and then he's out of the pot, and then three or four hits when he's out of the pot, because I can hurt him when he no longer has his jar. I'm gonna die before I actually finish this fight, aren't I? Oh. Yeah, it's hard to tell which one's the real him in that. Oh, hey, I can actually get this now. Which is rupees. 50 more rupees. I want to figure out how do you do a no hearts drop run in this game? Like, how do you do hero mode if hearts don't drop? Because that typically only works if you're playing a game that actually has, like, potions or the like. But this game does not have those things. That's somewhat annoying. Having your pot be able to be destroyed by accidentally throwing it against the wrong surface. The run back is also not the best for dying. That was just me being impatient. And I have to do the jar phase all over again. At least I don't have to listen to him talk again. Like, the game is smart enough to not make me do that. Alright, back to where we were. Okay, so if I just dodge the fireball, I can just dodge the fireball. Also, he's always the further one out, I noticed. He was always the one that was further away from the center. I don't know that they made that distinction in the original. I just remember this fight being a lot easier in the original. Not to say that this was a hard fight by any means, but it was easier in the original. Oh, they made the conch look a lot nicer. Prairie. Prairie. The prairie is waiting. But I can now do this, so I don't necessarily need him anymore. Oh, hey, Dampe. What are you doing here? Hey, you made it out here. That speaks well of you. Maybe you can help me out with a little job. I'm Dampe. My job around the island is to dig up interesting stuff. When you have some time to spare, come see me in my shack over there. This is new. Dampe wasn't in the original game, was he? Hey there. How are you? I was wondering, I want to show you something interesting. You've gone poking into some of the ruins on the island, I can tell. I make little chambers based on those dungeons, but some chambers in... Oh, this is the hey, King Cowder. This is the dungeon maker. Based on those dungeons, but some chambers into the slab back there turns into a real dungeon. How's that work, you ask? Who knows? But I want your help testing the limits of this thing. I want to hear about the dungeons you've seen. It inspires me to make new chambers for you. With a few chambers, you can make basic dungeons. With a bunch, you can make complicated ones. See if you can use what you've got to finish the challenges I give you. Though you're not done once you finish a range in a dungeon. You gotta adventure through it too. I'm no designer though, and I'm no adventurer either. That's all up to you. I'll make the risk worth it. Impress me, and there's treasure in it for you. You look like you've been through a lot. Sit down and tell me about it. I'm loving it. The controls, once again, like, it makes no sense why I should be having this much trouble with the controls, but for some reason my brain isn't grasping the control scheme. You got some new chambers. Slot them into the dungeon and see what's inside. Oh. Amiibo? What'd you have in mind? Get special chamber. 1 second while I grab my amiibo. I'm going to try. Not gonna yell. I'm going to try my Legend of Zelda amiibo first. So I've got the Guardian, Rider Link, Link from Smash Bros, and a Bokoblin. We're gonna try those guys first. Yeah, I'm telling, boss. Hey, Paranoia. Gonna remove the amiibo now. You got the Great Fairies Chamber. Hey! Let's try to do this with some more. The special chamber. The Guardian. Moblin Chief's Chamber. Try Link, just a good old-fashioned Link. No, I don't have the amiibo for this game, the little baby Link. I want him, but I don't have him. Ball and Chain Trooper's Chamber. And we'll try Rider Link. The Winged Item Chamber. Let's arrange a dungeon. Let's see what we can do. Nightmare's Lair and entrance. Arrange. So I have to make... a lot of times, a chamber with a particular set of exits, so how I divide them up, you can flip through the list with L and R. Are these amiibos exclusives for this version of the game? These are just regular amiibos. Like, this is the Guardian amiibo. I think this is what the amiibos do in this game, because I've just got my Legend of Zelda amiibos that I used. Let's see here. I need a room that has an entrance up. Two exits is good, so let's try doing this. But that requires a key. Let's do this room, because this room's always fun and annoying. Nightmare Key is always going to be the last treasure chest you open. Any extra chests around the dungeon will have rupees and such in them. Oh, hey, look, the amiibo room that I unlocked. Let's place this right here. And all four rooms. Oh, this is the flying items room. Sometimes you'll think you're all set, but a chamber isn't turning from red to blue like it should. When that happens, press Y to check what the deal is. There are unconnected chambers. There are unconnected exits. Okay, so I have to connect all of the exits. So if that's the case, then I want to take one of these rooms here, like this room, and throw it right here. And then, let's see here. I guess I'll take this room, and I'll put it right here. One chamber with stairs isn't enough. You should put a second stair too, that way they'll link up. Press Y to check how many stairs are connected together. So let's find another room with stairs that I can connect. This room has some stairs. We'll throw it... I'm starting to not like this room. Or is it that? Do I have any rooms that do this shape? Yes, I do. So we're gonna place that guy here. We're gonna remove this guy because I don't like him anymore. How do I remove him entirely? There we go. Remove. So they have to be red or they have to be blue. Blue rooms are good. Blue rooms are ready to go. I want a room that does this shape. And then Moldorm is the boss that we're going to be fighting. This amiibo room does that shape. Which is useful because I'll put that there. I need one more room that does this shape. I'll put this room right here. And then I want a stairs room that is... I want a simple stairs room that links up to the left. Perfect. When an entrance lights up green, the job's done. Press A on the entrance to adventure through your new shiny new dungeon. Go adventuring. The goal of an adventure in this dungeon is to get to the end and beat the nightmare. Try not to run out of hearts before you get there. If you want to quit before an adventure's over, you can either leave through the entrance or choose quit adventuring from the system part of the subscreen. So I can only, and since it's only taking rooms that I've done into account, I am guaranteed to have everything I need to complete this dungeon as far as items go. Oh, and this is an easy way to get some rupees. Oh, or maybe I don't get to keep the rupees at the end. I don't know. Well, we're finding out. This is the first time I've ever done this. And a staircase should form in the top right up here, which leads up. Oh, they just add a random, I guess they just add a random side screen. In the original, you could squash Goombas old school style. This should lead, as I say, back out the other set of stairs that I was at. And there's a fairy room, but I don't need the Great Fairy. Then there's a boss fight here. I just realized I added 2 mini boss fights to this dungeon. Okay. They make the sound. It's great. And at the treasure chest. So it is just made up of. It's just rearranging rooms that already exist in the game. I have 1 rupee in it. That's lame. That should be it. That should be everything that was connected to this set of rooms. So now I need to head back and go through some more rooms. The jump is weirdly floaty. That's everything in that direction, so now we can head straight forward. This treasure chest is going to have a blue rupee, which is 5 rupees in it. And then we got this boss fight. It was much easier this time. People are gonna make dungeons where the entire thing is just one gigantic, long thing, isn't it? Aren't they? Die. Let's see, this should form the final chest, which should have the nightmare key in it, because I've done everything else. Nightmare key. And I can take on the Moldorm now. Why I just still don't understand why they made Moldorm look like a cheeseburger. Dungeon arranging 101 cleared. What a show. There were times I swear you'd had one foot in the grave. A thrill like that deserves something from my collection in exchange. You got a chamber. Slot it into the dungeon to see what's inside. The rupees you find around the dungeon are a little bonus from me, so you can keep them once the adventure's over. Watching you down there gave me an idea for a new challenge. It's ready whenever you want it. What are you here for? Oh well, no big deal. Well hey, so there we go. Because cheeseburger good. Cheeseburger good. Why is this rock glowing? Oh, there's a strange energy coming from it. We should take a closer look. This was... Oh, hey! So that's how they do the warping in this game. Okay. I don't like the cheese in my burger. Just mustard and pickles. I need to have cheese on my cheeseburger. Like, sorry, but it's just that's how I do cheeseburgers. Can I please get you to eat this, dude? There we go. Want to get that treasure chest, and this is the only time that you can get it. 50 more rupees. Hey, we can afford the shovel now. Or I could afford an unnecessarily large number of tries at the fishing minigame. I think my favorite story about the creation of this game is that the developers literally, as they were making it, like, they felt they were having so much fun making it because it started out as just like them doing like their like side project. It was just a side project for them for the longest time. And then as time went on, they got it greenlit as an actual Zelda game, but they still never stopped thinking of it as a side project because it was like the entire mentality was, whatever, it's for the Game Boy. Nobody cares. So they said that, in their own words, it feels more like a parody of The Legend of Zelda than The Legend of Zelda itself. I appreciate that you did for my poor precious Bow Wow. Gross. Lucky. Alright. It was fun traveling with you, buddy, but it's time to go. How much is the shovel? 200 rupees. Awesome. And I'm only 60 rupees off from being able to buy that other, Now, for those who actually watched my playthrough of Link's Awakening that I did maybe, I don't know, about a month ago, whenever I found out that this game was coming out and I wanted to play the original again before I played this one. You guys probably know what I'm trying to do right now, and I want to see if I can do it in this one, or if the way that the cut is means I can't anymore. Because, like, see how it still leaves these little things on the ground? So they didn't realize it would take, so they didn't realize that it would have some sort of cult following, basically. Like they had, yep, here we go. Time to make the battlefield. So the people who have not seen me play Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening before, and have no idea what the battlefield is, and you might be asking yourself, but like, Paladin, what is the battlefield? What are you talking about? Well, when I was a kid, and I wasn't very good at this game, after you buy the shovel, in the shop, the bow and arrow becomes available. And so me and my brother used to, like, back when this was a screen-by-screen game, we would go one screen at a time, and we would come back to the screen all the time because it had all of the, it had all the grass in the world. So you'd cut grass, get rupees, and eventually you'd cut enough grass to afford the shovel. And as soon as you could afford the shovel, you'd go and you'd take the shovel and you'd buy the shovel. Then, and then as soon as you had the shovel, not only could you cut grass, but then you could do this and turn the entire plot of land into shovel zone to collect even more rupees. And so then the game became, okay, well then we do that, and then we cover this entire thing, and we get all the rupees by doing this, and then we'd come back until we had 900 rupees, and we would buy the bow. And that was the game for us, because we were kids and we had no clue what we were doing. So, this screen... Okay, so that's very clearly not part of the screen down there, but this screen right here is incredibly nostalgic to me. But enough of my childhood. Let's move on. Oh, now that I have the oh, but I can't jump all of the enemies, I don't think. I'm still gonna try. Let's see what I can do. The sleep zone. The dream shrine. Yeah, they hurt for a lot was the other thing. But this is how you get the ocarina. I can do this, it's just difficult. Wait, no, I can't do this until I have the Pegasus boots, that's right. So there's literally no reason for me to do this right now. I need the Pegasus boots before I can do this. I can get in here now, but I need to get the Pegasus boots from the next dungeon before I can actually do anything with it. Piece of power. The piece of power is nice because it makes you move faster too. I can now lift skulls as well, which is nice. This is not what I was supposed to do here. There's a way to do this puzzle that actually gets you that heart piece and that treasure chest. This is how you get the treasure chest. That one's easy. Now I can afford that heart container. I need to figure out how to get into the middle of that area there without blocking anything off. Oh. Simple. And that got me a new piece of heart. And that got me a new heart container. There should be another warp point that I can unlock. Oh, you can choose where you want to teleport to? That's so good. You can actually choose where you want to teleport to now instead of having to just let it be. I don't know why I didn't expect that to be the case, but it's just so much, it's just a better, like, it's a dumb thing that is what I enjoyed about that, but I mean, that's it. Acorn. I need to come back down here when I have bombs, I think. I don't have bombs right now. Well, I'm off to the DMV. Oh, why are you off to the DMV? Do you need, like, renewing your license or something? I think this is where we need to be going next, because this is the slime cave, which I think is the third dungeon. Oh, but we can totally do... Okay, I know what we're doing. Of course, this man is Mr. Fantastical now. Salutations! You wouldn't know by the look of me, but I used to live in the castle. So the servants took over. So, you're looking for something, are you? I may have just what you're after. But first, I want you to retrieve the golden leaf I left behind in the castle when I fled, okay? Smashing! To tell you the truth, there are 5 leaves. I want them all. Okay, you'll need to do some digging, so buy a shovel. Are you off then? Good luck. They tried to do their best to pace this game out in such a way that you would actually have enough money to do what you needed when you needed to do it. Rather not. Deal with you, sir. Just want to go to the castle. But the castle's blocked off. Oh no, whatever will I do? Well, the trading minigame is about to come in handy. Bananas, bananas, ooh, ooh. Give to Kiki? Yes. Monkey Bridge! Monkey business done. Bye-bye. Ooh, Kiki. And then they give me a stick. Because the trading quest isn't over yet. But now I can go to the Canalette Castle. Secrets. Fight me. Fight me, you coward. There we go. Fight me, you coward. There's the golden leaf. I knew there was a golden leaf out here, but I couldn't remember how to get it. to play whack-a-mole. There we go. It's 2 down. 3 to go. I think those are the 2 that are outside the castle. Now I can go inside. I can't open the door on my own. I think I have to clear the dungeon. I have to clear the castle before I can get them to open that up for me. Anti-fairy. Anti-fairy. You know what you can do with anti-fairies, right? Now they're real fairies. That was just ridiculous. There's another golden leaf. And button. And that opens the doors. Now I can leave and enter as I please. Climb up here. Oh, I don't have bombs. This is gonna be an issue. I need bombs for this part. At least I think I need bombs for this part. I think they can provide me with bombs in this part. Because those 2 like areas on the wall need to be opened up, which the only way to do that is to bomb them. Oh, they make it much more clear about what you need to do to open that up now. And there's my first bomb. Awesome. There we go. That's 4 leaves. I think the 5th is owned by one of the guys over in the other room. I just need to get the bombs. I just need to have enough bombs to actually, like, get them. Which I currently own 1 bomb. There we go, there's a bomb. I think I need at least 2 bombs to do this. Back to this room and place bomb. And place bomb. Final leaf. That is all the golden leaves. Now we can head back to Richard. I just realized this guy's name is Dick. Why would, in 2019, would you ever name your child Richard at this point? Like, you have to understand that everybody's just gonna call them Dick. I know I want to. These guys are very aggressive spear throwers. Probably switch off of my bombs now, considering I don't have any left. I want that. Yeah, the pothole field. This field is an absolute bitch in the first game because you have to cut down each and every plant individually. So you're like slowly trying to figure out your way across. Ah, très bien. I see you have recovered all the leaves. Now, remove this statue and you will find your reward. Remove this statue and you'll find your reward. Which is a small cave. There was a seashell. That's our second of 20 secret seashells. Needed. And this is where things become kind of annoying. Is that a hermit crab? Yeah, that's a hermit crab. Don't you normally start dropping money so that you don't have a shell? Is that another game that I'm thinking of? And so, the assholery begins. The difference is it's so much easier, well, in the middle of me saying it's so much easier to avoid. Because you can cut like 3 at a time, so you can basically cut like the entire path in front of you. I don't think I can jump a double gap like that, though, so I can't get that heart container yet. In the soil sleep secrets beneath our souls. The key! Slime key. Now I can go into the slime dungeon in the prairie. Nope. I want to try. Yeah, I got it. Am I stuck on this side of the fence now, though? The question. Oh, no, I made it out. Cool. I do have to walk back out the way that I came, though. To which I can walk up to Richard and go, "What the hell, man? Why'd you do that?" I am forever in your debt for getting my leaves back. Why golden leaves are so important to you, I do not know. But congratulations, sir, I guess. You have your leaves. And I'm going to go get the much more valuable prize. A dungeon. Alley-oop. Zoom. Guess he's a dick at birth. Hey, oh, hey, Cal. Welcome out to the stream. You were here for the first time that I played through this. Well, now I'm playing the remake. We're moving on to the third dungeon, which is just right up this hill. Wait, while I'm here, there is a seashell up here that I can get. I want this in my life. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, it's the same game, but just with modern amenities, like things that I would want to see in a remake. Like, I can have 2 items equipped at the same time. No, treasure chest. Yeah. Sorry, I had to cough there. We got the key. Didn't let me kill him inside the thing. I need to activate the switch to do that. I love the card. Yeah, the remake looks really good. Like, they did a really good job of modernizing the graphics while still keeping the cartoony style that the original did. You have 8-degree movement, so I can actually move in perfect diagonals, which is not in the original. Piece of power. Acorn, Guardian Acorn. I have no way to hurt these guys. I used like all of my spare money. Like I worked overtime and used basically all of my leisure money for the month of for like the rest of September and like October in order to afford this. But I knew I was gonna play it because it's Legend of Zelda. Oh, I need the boots to do that. That's right. Can't do anything against that yet, so I have to go. So does it have to bounce a certain number of times? Why is this taking so long? But I can't destroy that guy until I get onto that side of the field. What am I missing? can't get there without the boots. I can't get that without activating a platform. Is there like a, I guess, oh, I bet they want me to bomb this. No? Oh, come on. You can't tell me that I'm going to get stuck this early on into the game. After having just played through this game not like a month ago, I can't be stuck already. The fact that they warp to the other side is really annoying. Remember that? I remember some of these rooms require killing all the enemies. Yeah, I'm trying to... The problem is I can't get to these guys like I could in the original. They're a lot harder to touch. I can't get him. This is the worst. I've tried. Doesn't work with a shield either. In the original, you just slashed him. Yeah, you... Well, so in the... Oh, wait, I can hold that for the jump? Okay, I didn't realize that. I mean, the only other way that I can fight these guys is with bombs. I can throw bombs at them, but I don't have any bombs left, so I have to go back to the village and get bombs. I have to go buy bombs now. But if I had bombs, I could do it. But I don't have bombs. Oh, there we go. Bombs. Got me some bombs. We can try it with bombs. And see if maybe the problem was just that I wasn't being able to throw the bombs across. Yeah, this is how you play. This is how you beat this area in or I beat this area just by brute forcing it in the original. Because you could slash them before they had a chance to teleport in the original, but their teleportation seems to be a lot better in this one. So I can do this. Except that's gonna happen. So I need to cross, have them teleport to there. Is that close enough to hit him? I got one of them, but the other one's still alive, and I'm out of bombs again. Which means I gotta go back. You know, it will just be easier. It will just be easier for me to do this if I go back and buy a bunch of bombs, because 4 bombs is not enough to do this entire dungeon. If I hadn't missed that one bomb, then this wouldn't be a problem. Let's try again. I got 4 bombs again, and I'll be more patient this time, I guess. Got no reason to fight those 2 guys. And if I had any other keys, I would have moved on already. But I don't have any keys, so I have to do this. Okay, so let's see here. One. I gotta go back. I gotta go back again. I missed a bomb. Oh, fuck me, though. If I miss a single bomb during this, I have to go back and get more bombs. The thing is, this is still probably faster than going back to the village and buying bombs, but I should have bought bombs before I left, is the problem. Okay, I have some backup bombs now. I have 6 bombs. Okay. 3rd time's the charm when it comes to these bombs. Can I blow them toward each other and then hit them with the same bomb? Aha! Victory is mine! Grab the key, grab the key, grab the key before it falls, grab the key before it falls. Okay. Woo! None of that should have been a situation. That entire section should not have been a situation. Another key. And I can hit the flip switch. I just flip the switch. Tick tock. This would be an annoying dungeon to an annoying set of dungeon rooms to make for. No, motherfucker, no! Don't make me fight him again. There we go. Hitting them with the pot worked. No, the extra bomb. Oh well. Okay, so bomb, lift, drop there. Oh, was not enough. It's not close enough. That'll work. These enemies are so much more annoying than they used to be. There's got to be at least one more enemy, because this is a kill all the enemies dungeon. Like, by and large, this is a kill all the enemies dungeon. I'm just happy I made it through all that other bullshit. Can I get them with one bomb is the question. Yes, I can. Awesome. This entire dungeon is, do I have enough bombs, the video game. A treasure chest I can't get. Perfect. 10 bombs! Oh. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Seeing that flying 10 bombs should not make me feel this nice. We did it, boys. We're rich. 10 bombs. Here go all of my bombs. Oh, you can't throw it into their mouth. They have to eat it. Oh, that one doesn't want to open his mouth anymore. Ah, there's one all the way dead. But I think I've only got enough bombs to kill the one last one. So let him move a little bit until he starts opening his mouth up again. Okay. He's now accepting bombs again. It's also a lot more easy to predict where they're going to move now. Like, once they get into a corner, I can pretty much guarantee I know where he's going to try and move to. Exactly enough bombs. We used all 10 bombs in that fight. All of those fresh 10 bombs that we just got our hands on that we were so excited about, gone. Like candles in the wind. Oh, hell no, I'm not dealing with this right now. I just want to go and get those bombs again. Money. I can use those to buy bombs. Please tell me that, yes, the flying flowers, the flying bombs back. Ten more bombs. So I know that side wall over there is bombable now, because we've seen in this room that's full of bombs that has a bomb wall. Okay, so hold on. The right stick does nothing in this game, by the way. In case you were wondering, the right stick does absolutely nothing in this game. Just the boots! The boots! Das Boot. Oh wait, I just have them? Oh, they're on the L button. Okay. I was not expecting those things to be rubbery. They always looked like crystalline to me. Like they looked like hard crystals. They pop like balloons now. Interesting. Bomb. Hey, you know what this is supposed to teach you? It's pretty cool. First off, we're gonna bomb this really quick. But, this teaches you that you can do this. And that's the nightmare key. Now let's get out of the nightmare that is this dungeon. Problem is I don't have enough small keys to get to the nightmare dungeon, to the nightmare key part of this dungeon. I love the Scooby-Doo feat before you actually start running. It's like... I don't know why I did this. I didn't need to do this again. My brain just said this was the right way to go. Honestly, I'm just happy that they've now officially tooled 3 key items to unbindable buttons, so I don't have to constantly rebind useful items. The sword. Yep. 2, 1. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Boom. I got the compass now. Key. Where have I not? Oh, that's right. Now that I have the running shoes, I can go back to the very beginning of the dungeon and unlock a bunch of stuff. Goodbye, little bomb friends. I love the running sound. Oh, so if I don't want to run with my sword out, I can specifically choose to run with my shield out by trying to shield first. Now, where was the... I was gonna say, the mini-boss fight will take me back to the beginning of the dungeon, so I don't have to go through all of this again. And now that I have the Pegasus boots, I can do this. Power through, Link! You have to be, like, dead on, or else you get knocked out of it. There we go. That gets me another small key. I think that's enough small keys to technically go to the end of the game, but, or into the dungeon, but... I kind of want to see what else there is out here. It's just such a good sound. While I'm able to, let's go ahead and do this. This will get me the map, which is kind of worthless at this point considering I've kind of done everything. The really good fapping sound. That is like some hardcore fapping if that's what that sounds like. Like, that is like entirely too fast and too aggressive to be fapping sounds. It's 300 rupees. And the stone beak, which once again is not useful anymore. Still, the fact that it's bound to a button now is just nice. From what I understand, like this game and Link to the Past were built around the same time. Like the builds for them happened at around the same time. So that's why there's a lot of reused enemies, but then there's also like specific ones like the Choo-Choo Jellies don't show up in the other game. The Rock's Feather is specific to Link's Awakening. Or, yeah, Link's Awakening. And then there's also things like Thwomps. See, this is what I remember doing, is once you can actually, like, smack them, then they die quickly. Once again, I never in 1,000 years would have assumed these things were Jello. And they pop, they don't crush, they get popped. Why is there a small key in here? There's literally no more small key. There's literally nowhere left in the dungeon for a small key to be used. Is there? No, this is the, like, yeah, this is the end of the dungeon. I do like that I can do that, though. And also save and load is on here instead of having to hit A, B, start and select all at the same time. Near, near, you can't find me. Slime eye. Oh, this is so much easier than the first time playing through. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, in the original, that's nearly impossible to do, to get the split. Because they reform so much faster than in the original. And, like, it takes, like, because you can just swipe like crazy, but you can't tell if you're actually doing any damage in the original. The feedback is so much better. We got the bell! The Sea Lily's bell. Waterfall. Okay, so I know what we're doing next. It is hidden in the waterfall. We're headed to Tall Tall Heights next, I think. I know we have to go to Tall Tall Heights to get to the waterfall, but I can't remember if that's next or if we have to get the key first and then use the key to unlock the waterfall. Good, how many instruments have you gotten so far? When you play the instruments in front of the egg, the windfish will wake and you will leave this island. Now, you must hasten to Yarna Desert. The dark, monstrous inhabitants of the sand will show you the way, Hoot Hoot. But first I have to go to the animal village and move the walrus. I'm relatively close by to the animal village. It might actually be faster for me to walk there, get the teleport point there, and teleport back to the back to town. Why is there a green apple on this tree? Green apple. These are the best kind for recovering hearts. Apple, delicious and good for some hearts. Oh, he eats them. Yeah, actually, well, like, whenever he's not doing the you got a thing, you actually see him, like, holding it up like, hey, look, I got a heart. Honestly, the saved menuing time is what's going to make this so much better than the original. I'm so close! I can almost taste it! Give me the shiny! I want the shiny! There is that's the animal village, by the way, right there. You see that bunny? Oh, it's dog barks? That's so much better. It's the sound effects from Mario Paint. Here's a teleport point, by the way. So we want to head back to... It's so interesting because, like, this game does not look anything like Breath of the Wild, and yet the menuing system looks and feels like Breath of the Wild. Wow, we've explored a lot since... Oh, and I think we can do the color dungeon now, and we can do the color dungeon and we can get the ocarina now. Now that we have the boots. We're at 700. Yeah, if you somehow manage to get this far, but you don't have the boots yet, you can't get the ocarina, but you can get the other stuff. But you could at least, if you didn't have anything else, you could at least come in here if you did it right. Somehow, like, cheesed your way through, you could get the 100 rupee surprise there. But without the running boots, you physically cannot get the ocarina. And just like that, I have the ocarina in real life too for some reason. Let's go talk to Malin. Or Marin. Sorry, she's Marin in this. She's Malin and ocarina. Well, it's an ocarina, but you don't know how to play it. Is this a cutscene? Hey, that's a nice ocarina you have there. Will you accompany me as I sing? Oh, you like it? It's really touching, isn't it? Does it stick in your mind? Yes. I know the song! You learned the Ballad of the Windfish. This song will remain in your heart. Please remember this song. You should play it every once in a while to keep it fresh in your mind. What say we become thieves? Because I want that bow and arrow. I am gonna get this first. This way, sir. Gotta make sure he's not looking when I try to take this. Oh boy, do they make stealing things that much harder in this game. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Guess what? You got it for free. Are you proud of yourself? I'm very proud of myself. Let's save really quick, just because the next part's hilarious. 'Cause now I gotta go back in and face the music. I wasn't kidding when I said hey, now you'll pay the ultimate price. And now it's fine. Now I can just buy arrows if I want. I currently have 20 arrows. I'm gonna go buy 10 arrows for 10 rupees. 10 arrows for 10 rupees, buy. Thanks a lot, come again. I now have the maximum number of arrows. Fun fact, my name has now been replaced with Thief for every conversation. From this point forward, I have now been branded a thief. See, like, look. Please remember this song. Oh, she's not gonna say my name. Oh well. Say my name, say my name. I should equip the bow now though, because it's just a good item to have equipped. Having not actually purchased the bow and just like cheated my way into owning the bow, by the way, there's really not a whole lot to spend rupees on at this point, except for there's one song at the end of the game that you can spend rupees on. Or that, yeah, I think you have to spend rupees on if you want to get like all of the items. Are you the person? No, I need to get the stick to Marin's dad. I need to get the stick to Marin's dad in order to do something else. Do I get back there again, or do I have to do? Okay, yeah, I have to go all the way up and around. No, no, die. Die. Secret show. I remembered this one. How am I missing getting into that area? Oh, I have to go into the village. Okay. It's in the village, but then I head south in the village to get to right here. And go around this way. Not bad apple. Z's, melon. Marin, sorry. The shiny is mine! That's 2 towards the next... Oh, 3 towards the next piece of heart. That's right, because I bought one. I can hardly think of a time when I'm not going to want jump as an ability. Worth it. Oh wait. From here I can toss a bomb over. Blow that up. Then walk my happy ass back around. And dash jump it. Well, it would help if I actually... Oh, do I need the... I might need the what's it called for this? The link cable. Which sucks because I don't get that till way later. But yeah, it looks like I need the link cable for this. Doing that green apple. Wow, that's really useful. Just being able to... Oh, I guess that's how you would be able to do this in I was about to call it True Vault Hunter mode. That doesn't make any sense. How you'd be able to do that, how you'd be able to play it in hero mode. Let's teleport to here, but before I actually do anything from here, I should go and get the honey so that I can continue the training quest. Oh, thief! I see you have a stick. Can I borrow it for a second? Yes, you can. Why he thinks this is a good idea, I don't know. But I got the honey. Stick became honeycomb. You're not sure how it happened, but take it. That's all I actually needed in there. Just that one. That one fairy. Can I bomb this? Yeah, that's how we get past this. I want to say there's something up here. I can't remember, but I want to say there's something up here. Can't dig up the flowers. I might be thinking of another area. Yeah, I'm thinking of another area. Oh well. I did that, so now we want to head back to Malon's, or to Marin. Is that it? Yeah, Marin. Ever since I found out that Malon and Talon were named after Marin and Terran, like, I keep getting their names mixed up. She's not here. But where could she possibly be? Let's talk to the small child, whose name is Sunny. So we've got Junior, Sunny, and Kiddo so far. Huh? Marin's not with you? What happened to her? He knows nothing. Luckily for us, I know the answer. But before we go and help her, let's go do some fishing. Fish. You can tug on your line by moving the stick. If you want to reel in a hurry, keep tapping A real quick. You got this, little buddy. Going after that bottle. Bottles were not in the original. I want to figure out what's up with that. And then obviously that big guy gives me a heart piece, or a heart container, or a piece of heart, which I can use to make a container. Okay, so if it hits a fish, then I can't get it, so... Let's try getting the fish then. I got a fish. I've successfully fished once. It got me my money back. And a heart piece? Why did that get me a heart piece? The really big guy is supposed to get you the heart piece. Go, 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 go. Oh, the big fish is gonna stop me from getting that bottle every time. So I gotta get rid of the big fish, because he's gonna be cock blocking me from getting the bottle. And I really want that bottle, because there weren't any bottles in the first game. And I gotta figure out what that thing's use is. Like, did they just add bottles to this game because they could? Almost there. No! I'm getting that bottle. Just the tiniest little whoop. If I catch this little asshole right here, can I collect the bottle easier? Because it's just right below me now. Like, there's literally nothing I can... There we go. I got the bottle. You hold up a fairy bottle. It's good for storing fairies for later. We'll keep going. I mean, yeah, I want to see if I can't catch the big guy. Because normally the big guy is what's supposed to get you the heart container, not the little, not just any old little guy. Come on. Got him. You got the big fish. It's so heavy that you wish you'd caught something lighter. Wow, a 31, that's a lurker. It's 26 rupees easy. And he got me a new lure. A middleweight lure. The fish a little deeper down. We'll love this one. This is the first time you landed one of this size, huh? Let's mark the occasion with a piece of heart. Wait, how many pieces of heart does this guy give out? Middleweight lure. What is the purpose of this? Oh, it drops down faster. I didn't really want to keep going. Guess I'll catch this guy. But hey, we got a couple of pieces of heart in there, which should have gotten us, yeah, another heart container. And now I've got a fairy bottle. So mayhap I can contain fairies for later. Is that just like a... Yeah. Hey, little guy. Yes, yes, I miss you too, buddy. Let's see here. The hidden power of color. 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Let's go to the color dungeon. We're not gonna bother with Marin until we get the color dungeon done. The easiest way to the color dungeon right now would actually be to go... it's probably still faster to go this way. I can go in here now. In order to finish the area, though, I need the link cable, so I'm not gonna bother. The hook shot. There is also another area down here that I want to visit. Get off me. There's an area down here somewhere that has a, an area around here somewhere that unlocks another thing. Not unlocks another thing, but there's like a thing tied to it, I thought. Like a treasure chest tied to being able to lift a rock. But whatever, let's see here. I'm trying to head to this area right here. I probably could have teleported to Dante's place, actually. That would have been the easiest way in. Okay, so... oh, what was the code again? I should have had this written down. I'm sure I could just look up the original. I think it's the exact same thing. Link's Awakening Color Dungeon Puzzle. It's one down, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, oh wow. Eliminating one eliminated the rest of them. And then 5 should be straight up. Color dungeon, here we come. This is the color dungeon. We're the color guard. You'll need magic power to get anywhere in here. Say the word and we'll send you some. I have plenty of magic powder. Ah, the color dungeon. For those who don't really understand why the color dungeon exists, and want a little more information on why the color dungeon is a thing. Oh, you got the I figured it out already. Oh, thanks for the assist. Anyway, Paranoia. For those who want to know why the color dungeon exists and why it's even called that, the color dungeon exists because the original version of this game ran on the original Game Boy. It ran on the original Game Boy, which of course was a monochromatic green screen. So the overarching problem with that became like, hey, if the screen is all green, then what do we like? Then there's no color. So they released a second version of the game on the. They released a second version, Game Boy Advance DX, or not Game Boy Advance, but Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX, which is the version I played about a month ago, which played on the Game Boy Color. Now, here's a thing that a lot of people like that were specific is that I think you could, in theory, play Game Boy Color games on the original Game Boy. They just wouldn't have color. So part of that was that the DX version was specifically designed for the Game Boy Color so that you could use color. So they actually made this entire dungeon to get an upgrade that didn't exist in the original game, based around the ability to see colors. And that's why you also choose between either red or blue, is because they each have a different benefit that is essentially like a slightly not as good version of the armor upgrades, or the Guardian Acorn or the Piece of Power, but they're permanent. You want more power? Yes, I do want more power. Take down. Boom. No, wait. Yeah. I got a fairy in a bottle. I did that solely because I wanted to have a fairy in a bottle. I probably could have used the HP, but oh, this part. Wait, what? Oh, I guess the one in the middle doesn't actually, like, connect to the others on the outside. Oh, we have to get it all to blue? Okay. There we go. I don't have a key for this room. But I will take that fairy if it'll come to me. Is that a small key? Nope, that's the dungeon map. Oh, you can lift them. That makes things a lot easier. Now I've got a small key, so I can head forward. The next couple of rooms is like the final boss room for the color dungeon, I think. So that's why they give you a fairy here. First time you come through, to give you full health to get through the boss fight. It's locked. It can only be opened with a nightmare key. Oh, I don't have the nightmare key yet? Why don't I have the nightmare key yet? Where's the nightmare key? Oh, there's an entire section of this dungeon I have not gone to yet. Much easier. Oh yes, this guy. Boo! I am no weakling. Your pitiful sword will do nothing to me. Yeah, this is the guy that you have to have magic powder for. Nightmare boss key. Back to the room that we were in. Did I slash that guy's wings off? Did you see that? I think I slashed that guy's wings off. Here we go. This guy. This is safe. I'm safe. Hard hit beetle. He slowly recovers over time. Slow down, take your time. Nope. That fight That fight was so much easier than the first time I did it. The first time in the original Game Boy version of this game, that fight takes forever because the actual update time for his color to revert is so much faster that it's impossible to deal enough damage to him in time to kill him. They made that fight a million times easier in this version. Give me the power of red. Welcome, thief. I admire you for coming this far. I will give you the power of color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Powerful red mail. Yes. Yes. You got the red mail. Your body is full of energy. I'll now take you outside. Now I yeet people across the screen. Which is pretty handy. And I also deal double damage, because I have the red mail. If I had the blue mail, I would take half as much, I would take half damage. But now I deal double damage. Alright, this is gonna be a good stopping point for now, but I will be back. I'll be back later today to play more. I just have to go to the store, get some things. I gotta take a shower, eat some lunch, and I'll be back later today. So expect more later, but for now, I'm a changed blob. And that's not all I have to say. Now that I have lips, I fantasize about playing one of the island's songs on a flute. There are 3 hot local hits. All 3 of those all 3 of those blobby blobs are magic, literally. If no other tool will do the job, pull one of those songs you got stuck in your head. All right, so he does not tell me any of the other songs though. Can I do anything in this dungeon, in this area? I think I can. Ow. I guess I could have just jumped back across, but whatever. Heart container. A heart piece. That gets me halfway to the next one. I know I said I was going to stop playing, and yet I just kept playing because I love this game so much. It's so good. Alright, that is definitely where we're going to stop for now, though. I will be back later today, but I have things that I'm actually supposed to do today. Like, I gotta pick up some groceries, and I gotta clean out my ferret's cage. So, I have things that I have to do today. We're going to stop right here. We'll be back in a little bit with more game. Let's save. Oh, it tracks you how many times you died. That's embarrassing. Anyway, I've been Paladin. This has been Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the Switch. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.